guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my high school life. So like I mentioned to you before, I guess some of you are watching this for the first time. I'm from Kampala, Uganda. That's where I spent my childhood from, and yeah. So I studied in various schools in Kampala. In my primary, I was in Kawaja Junior School. That's Akasha Avenue. And then when it comes to my secondary, high school, I was in a couple of schools, but I won't dig into that. But I'll just tell you about how my experience was. So for you to go to high school, you have to first do an examination called PLE, Primary Living Examination. These are exams that help you, that you do when you're living primary. You do them, once you reach the last class in primary, that's primary 7, you sit down for exams called PLE, Primary Living Examinations, and this will determine if you're ready for high school. So you have to perform really well so that you can be able to join high school. So my high school, it was a journey. It's really fun. I loved it. What I had about high school, first of all, when I was the school I was joining, when I just finished my primary 7, everybody used to tell me, oh my god, this school, they're always displaying students and stuff like that. So just like, oh my god. But I mean, it's a very good experience. Like, people say it's really nice once you're like in high school, you'll be friends, it's boarding. I mean, there's boarding in primary, but this was the first time I was experiencing boarding, because I wasn't in boarding in my primary, I was boarding in my secondary. So yeah, after my primary living examinations, when the results came out, we had to look for a school. So I joined the school and I liked it. What was new to me, first of all, was the subjects. Let me start with the subjects. We had like, I think 18 subjects. So it was all new. No, I don't think, I know we had 18 subjects. It was all new to me because in primary I had only 4 subjects: English, math, science, and social studies. But here it was variety. We had geography, we had biology. Now science was broken down to biology, chemistry, and what's the other subject? Physics. Yeah, plus math. But math is its own, so yeah, those are the sciences. And then it was broken down. Then social studies was broken down to geography, history. Okay, just though there was so many subjects that I was being introduced to, I was like, oh my god, how am I going to handle this? How do people handle this subject? But to be honest, like when I asked people in higher classes, they're like, this is fine. Like, they're used to it and they do it. So now I'm going to talk about my experience when I joined. So I come in, I'm like, oh my god, there's so many new people. Am I going to make friends? Am I going to understand what the teacher is teaching? But well, if you must know, I'm a very talkative girl, and I feel like I blend in anywhere. Like, you give me anybody, you give me anything to talk about, and I will be spot on. I'm going to talk about it. So when I joined, I like studying these subjects. I was like, oh my god, this subject is going to be so hard. I don't know if I'm going to understand. Well, I hope I ace my classes. But you know, as time goes on, you get used to it, because we used to have exams all the time. And like some schools, it depends on the school. Some schools you have like exams every month, like 3 exams in the month. Or sometimes you just have like 2 sets. You have 3 sets of exams in a month. Or sometimes you have beginning of term, mid-term, end of term. So that like it helps you, trains you to become stronger. Like you're not like easily traumatized when you're like, oh, you have exams, like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna do exams. But what about exams? It's not hard. Like, it's just you're just sitting down to do what you have already studied, but just not checking in books or anything. Just test your head, to test your brain and see if you're actually doing well. So there comes like keeping your stuff, like waking up. First of all, waking up in the morning, preps. So we have this thing called preps. So we have preps in the morning and in the evening. This is like preps in the morning or before breakfast. So wake up at 4 or 5 and you have to be in class by 6 till 7. Some schools from 5 till 7 in the morning, and then we had night prep from 7 till 9. So what you have to do in this preps, you have to read. Some night preps or morning preps, you have classes to just come and teach like some extra lessons. So yeah, in my like morning prep, oh my god, waking up in the morning was like, I'm not a morning person. I do not like waking up in the morning to do stuff. Like, it's so annoying, but it's something we had to do. So in the morning, we'd wake up at 4. You have to be ready. You shower, and yeah, you have to get ready for class before the teacher comes and gets you in dorm, because it's really terrible if they come and get you in dorm. Like, you'll be in trouble for that. So we used to wake up in the morning, shower, go for breakfast, and then yeah, the day starts off. You go for prep, read your books, and yeah, like for me, not most of the time, sometimes when I go for prep, should I expose myself? Most of the time I'd sleep. Okay, no, not most of the time. Sometimes I'd sleep. Like in the morning, for crying out loud, you're so tired. You don't know, like, it's so tiresome. But like sometimes I'll sleep, sometimes I'll actually go to class and read. So it just depends on my mood, to be honest. So the day goes on, you go through your classes. Now we had the night preps. These were the most interesting preps for me. Like, if you're not excited about night prep, then I don't know what you want in life. So night prep, we used to go to class and yeah, read. Sometimes teachers would come for like extra classes and stuff like that. But when a teacher comes for extra classes and the other classes, you know, everybody's having fun and stuff like that. But then we had people called class monitors, and they were so, I don't know, like, oh my god, class monitors, these are the people, like, these are the bookworms in class. Like, class monitors had like a few jobs in the class. They had to make sure the class is tidy. They had to make like rotas to make sure people are doing stuff. Like, they had to collect the books in class. So, well, that's what they used to do. So they used to control the class basically. So if anybody makes noise, your name is going to go on the list, and they'll take your name to the staff room, and you know, the teacher, whoever is in charge of prep, you know. So speaking of noisemakers, I used to be a noisemaker. Like, as you know me, I talk too much. I can't stop talking sometimes. So my name would appear on the noisemakers list all the time. Sometimes I'm just like, okay, fine, today I'm not going to make any noise. I'm just going to go to class and keep quiet. Well, we all know that was not going to happen, but sometimes I try. Sometimes when I'm like, no, I'm having an off day, I'll just go sit in class, be quiet, and yeah. And then before I know it, I see a teacher coming in, and then my name is on the noisemakers list. Sometimes I'm like, this class monitor is just using a list that he composed himself because nobody was making noise. It's so bad, like, oh my god, in school it was just so bad. So we also had like prayers, like all the schools I've been to, they've been religious schools. So we had times on Sunday where we go for prayers, and then then there's a school I was at, and every morning we had morning devotion. I don't know if you know what morning devotion is. Basically, it's you go, we have like praising and singing. Afterwards, people give their, what do they call them? It's not confessions. It's oh my god, it skipped my mind. But that thing where you go in front and then you give like you testimonies. We used to have testimonies. We used to have like you give testimonies, and after the person who leads prayers would would pray and then go on with our classes. So this helps. I think this helps like mold someone to be a better person, so that you respect each other. So yeah, that's what we like. Those are all religious schools, prayers are compulsory. That's how it is. And yeah, so when it comes to having relationships in schools, first of all, relationships are forbidden in schools. You're not supposed to be dating anybody while in school. But obviously, some things are inevitable. If you see someone and you feel like you have a connection with that person, sometimes it's really hard to control it. You're going to fall into a relationship. Some relationships were just casual relationships. Sometimes you just be friends with that person. You don't want to take it any further. And sometimes you want to take it further and you guys want to date. But like, it's not a bad thing. I mean, I remember my first relationship in high school. It was it was I mean, it was just popular. We were all young, we didn't know what we were doing. So I remember we used to send, like, now there's time when I was in a single school and he was in a single school as well. We just send each other mails, like written mail. Right now we have electronic mails, like you check on your phone, you're gonna check for your mail. But then you had to write mail, like you send to a different school. So it would make your day happy if your boyfriend writes to you mail and stuff like that. I mean, my parents did not know that I had a boyfriend back in school, but I did. I'm not proud of that, but okay, it's just something that everybody goes through. But well, I've exposed myself too much. I think I should shut up. So yeah, and then friendships, like I feel like the friends you get in high school, okay, some of the friends you get from primary, but then most of the friends you get from high school become your long time friends. I mean, plus uni as well, but like high school, because they've seen you, you've been with them, you've struggled together, you've hustled, and you know the bond keeps strong. So I'm going to tell you guys one memory, like one of my memories that I have, like that I'll never forget. Like so it was night prep and we had gone for prep, like yeah, at that time I went to the library. I decided to go to the library with a few of my friends. So when we got to the library, and then one of my friends was like, oh, she forgot something in dorm, so she's going back to dorm to get it. So she went with another friend of mine. So they go back to dorm and they're not coming back. So we're wondering, like me and two of my other friends were wondering what's going on. So like, let's go check on them. So when we go check on them, they're in dorm. What do we find them doing? Talking and eating. We're like, guys, you left us in the library. What the hell? You should have at least come and tell us you're going to stay in dorm. And it's illegal to be in dorm when other students are having prep. So we were in dorm, like, okay, yeah, we need to go. Then we're like, yeah, we're going to go. Let's just give it 5 more minutes. It turned into an hour. We're still in dorm. So it's like 8 now. And so one of my friends, like, so as we sit here, we hear noises. And then we see two of our other friends coming. And then she's like, oh, she had fallen down, so she's coming to dorm to like. So generally we're just in dorm talking. I don't know who went and snitched, and someone went and told the director of studies. We call him DOS. So he comes to dorm and he just stands in front of the dorm and he mentions all our names, like incorrect order of how we were in the dorm. Oh my god. We were busted. Like it was the funniest moment in my life. I come out and the DOS looks at me. He's like, I'm not sure that any of you are in dorm. I'm like, oh my god, that is very hurtful. I tried to say that we're always in dorm. Well, so those are like one of the times I can never forget. So yeah, and if I could take back time, I think I would go back. Like I wouldn't mind going back to experience high school. Like it's like the best experience. It's like really nice. There's so many stories I could sit down and tell you about, but it would take too long. And I mean, if you want me to talk about this again, if you want me to talk about my high school experiences again, just hit the comments and your wish is my command. Yes, that's all I say. Yeah, that's right. So that's all I had for you today, and I'll be seeing you guys next week. Bye.